What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tuck Rule Takes, episode 193, the Jalen Polk, Richard Seymour episode of Tuck Rule Takes.
Cam Newton.
I did Cam Newton last week. I can't do
You can double up. You can double up.
No, you got to be original with these. You have to be.
I may have to because there's not that many ones, I don't think, in Patriots history, and there's not that many.
At some point, you're going to have to get to N'Keal Harry.
Oh my God! Yeah, I thought about that today. It was like the least of the two lesser of the two evils between him and Jalen Polk. Episode 193. Gang is all here. You hear him. Liam's here. Al's here. I'm Mike. Thank you for hanging out with us a little bit. You could be anywhere else in the world and you're here with us. We appreciate that. We also appreciate Couch Guy Sports and Sports Spider. I want to shout them out early because we got some actual Patriot stuff to talk about. Coach Guy Sports, go check them out. Al was with them. Al got us together. Coach Guy Sports got us together. Go check them out. Listen on the trail, at the gym, wherever you want. Sports Spider as well. That's Sports Spider with a Y. NFL tab, Patriots. You'll see us there. If you don't scroll down a little bit, we will be right there. So big shout out to Coach Guy Sports and Sports Spider. Do you guys have anything to get into before we get into Patriots talk? There's a lot of Patriots shit to talk about.
Bring it, baby.
Yeah, let's just go into the Patriots talk.
All right, calm down now. We'll get there. I'm excited, guys. Football's back. Football officially feels back this week. And as we speak, there's 8 preseason games right now on Saturday as we're recording this at 4:25 in the afternoon, or I guess 4:29. I got 3 clocks in the room. They're all different times. So I don't know. But before we get into the preseason game, there was joint practices. I figured we'd touch on that. The first thing I wanted to throw to you guys, and I know you guys all saw the tweet, the Mike Vrabel quote, where they were reporters were asking him, why is there only one day of joint practices? He said, because Washington didn't want to come up for more than one day. Loved that quote.
Hilarious.
That's why we have Mike Vrabel here, right? I don't think there's nothing really to discuss, but I loved that quote. That's the prickiness, the prickliness why Mike Vrabel's here. But joint practices, Terry McLaurin did not make the trip. I know a lot of Patriots fans, including us, were kind of let down by that. We wanted to see what our potential receiver would look like. But either way, that first practice, I think, and I want, we're all going to give our general thoughts on it. My general thought is very good. Great building block in my eyes. Al, you sent a stat. I forget what that stat was. Or maybe I just saw it. I forget. It was the Patriots had 16 sacks their first joint practice.
Oh, yeah. It was last year against the Eagles in joints. They had, I think it was 16 sacks. And this year they had, I think it was at the most 3.
Yeah. I think it was 2 or 3 or something like that.
It was 2. It was 2. 2 sacks.
It was 2.
Yep.
Even better. So immediately an upgrade. This is not going to be the podcast to listen to if you have tempered expectations, because I think the three of us, varying degrees, but the three of us are pretty pumped about the Patriots now moving forward. But like I said, my first kind of opening thoughts before I throw it to you guys, I thought it was a great practice. Thought everybody looked good. Especially Will Campbell, especially Drake May. We'll talk about him obviously, but yeah, love joint practices. Don't tell me they don't mean anything, because everybody always says, wait till joint practices. Well, they came and the Patriots pretty much owned the day. So what were you guys' thoughts on the joint practices before you get into the actual preseason game itself?
It was nice to see Drake May carve up the Washington defense. That was good. Remember, this was a Washington team that made it to the NFC Championship game last year. They were in a similar boat as you last year with a rookie quarterback, and they showed that you can turn it around pretty quickly with the right pieces in place. So the Patriots should be very, very optimistic about the fact that the team that was with you last year, in terms of where you stand, you pretty much had a really good day against them in joint practice, and you beat them by 30 points in your preseason game. But that's with some other stuff we'll talk about. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah. Vrabel, by the way, another Vrabel point, Liam, before I toss it to you, this seems like something you'd be pumped up about too. Vrabel jumped in the scrum. There's a scrum going on. Vrabel jumped in. Loved that. But yeah, just want to throw that out there too. I was just looking at it. I was like, fuck, I forgot about that.
He's the fucking man. He ran this joint practice like it was a military zone. And the Patriots went out there and executed. They kicked the fucking door in and showed the Washington Redskins what's good. It was fucking awesome. Al, thank you to you for constantly sending the updates, because I think Mike was away. I was in the office, if I remember
Yep.
correctly, and it was the joy of my fucking day. Like each one that came in, I think there was one negative one about Marcus Jones getting mossed by Debo for a touchdown, and then everything after that was like Patriots defense, 3 sacks, Kayshon Boutte back shoulder fade, Josh
Hmm.
Dobbs touchdown to Javon Baker. Afton
Hmm.
Chisholm touchdown. I'm like, oh my God, literally everyone's getting involved. And the defense
Yeah.
was so good. It was really like I think we couldn't have drawn it up any better than that. Like I think even if we all went through best case scenarios the day before joint practice, I don't think any of us would have come out with it. Just would have seemed unrealistic to be like, well, Afton Chisholm's going to do great, and, Henderson's going to have an incredible
Hmm.
show out. Hunter Henry's going to get the ball a lot. Pop Douglas is going to be awesome. The defense is going to get a ton of sacks. We'll get some interceptions in there. There'll be a fight, and our head coach will throw a Washington player, and then he's going to get all bloody. Like we wouldn't have predicted this. It was absolutely perfect. The whole thing was great. Fuck Washington. Place sucks. I'm
Yeah, dude,
so
I had like I was out there driving around for work and my watch kept buzzing and I was like, "Fuck! I bet this is Al being like, Drake, first drive from joint practices, Drake May would have been sacked twice and he threw a pick to end the drive or something like, God forbid someone gets hurt, like something like that." And I looked at these 46 plus texts and I was like, I was I don't know what it's called to be like aroused by a sport or football or something like that. But
I
I was
call
as
it juiced
close.
up.
Okay, yeah, I was getting juiced up by Al. So thank you, Al. You
Yeah.
you provided me a
Uh-huh.
little bit of juicing on that day. Yeah,
You're
it
welcome.
was
It,
it was
it seems like the Commanders started out strong, and then the Patriots just took over. It
and
was
then they
like, all
said no, no,
right,
no.
yeah. It's like we gave up the first like 10 passes, most of which were to Zach Ertz because he's the fucking man. And then the Patriots were like, okay, we know what you're trying to do here. None of this.
Literally that day, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna find like Alex Barth, Evan Lazar, Mark Daniels, Andrew
Taylor Kyles, all
Callahan,
of them.
Yep.
Yep.
Taylor Kyles, just finding everybody. And I'm like, as soon as I see something, boom, 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 boom.
Mhm.
Like doing a rep during a workout, send 3 tweets. Do another rep, send another like 2 tweets. And it was so much fun to do it for one day. I wouldn't want to do it every day, but it was fun for that day.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we talked about him. Drake May. I got his stats here. He went 18 to 27 with 4 drops, 1 tipped pick. I think he had like 2 or 3 touchdowns. So if you really want to look at it with those 4 drops, he went 18 of 23 with a pick. I mean, that in the pick, by the way, it was batted down by one of the linebackers. So, I mean, whatever, tipped passes are always going to happen. So it is what it is. We'll talk about in the preseason game how he also turned the ball over. I don't think it's an issue, especially that pick. He had no picks during training camp. He had one there in the joint practices. But like I said, I don't think it was anything crazy. The big thing with Drake May, though, and we were kind of talking about this in the group chat, with this new offense, this new McDaniels offense, Drake May looked, reportedly, because obviously the three of us weren't there. He looked confident. He looked decisive. Even with, the incompletions, whatever it happened to be, he looked like he knew what he was doing, which I don't think we ever questioned Drake May's smarts or whatever, because that was kind of one of the things where he can pick up what he is. He's a football guy. He's smart. Like it is what it is. He's very good at what he does. But the McDaniels offense, you always hear it's so complicated. There's letters. There's all these things going on. But I feel like seeing Drake May like really get a grasp of the offense, that to me was the biggest thing to come out of the joint practices. Stats, all that stuff, it is what it is. Just like with the preseason game that we'll talk about, teams go into these practices, these games to work on specific things. And I think Drake May being confident in this offense is a huge thing. There wasn't that much you talk about this mystical hitch that was going on last season. Like you didn't see that. Like you saw Drake, he took his 3 steps, 7 steps, planted his back foot and threw the ball, or took off and ran, depending on what was going on. So where did your opinion, Al, because Liam just left us real quick because his computer
I
died.
know.
So what did you think of kind of all the talk going on about Drake May coming out of joint practices? I know it's tough to talk about this with having like the preseason game in our head too, which I don't think that changes much of it, but just talking strictly the joint practices. What did you think about like the Drake May aspect of it coming out?
I think it reminded me kind of like the 2021 training camp. Remember when Mac Jones had that huge day against the Giants defense in the joint practices? You remember
Mhm.
that?
Yep.
So
Yep.
it reminded me of that, but 10 times better. Because Drake May is established. He's established the fact that he's not just a pure pocket passer that can't move in the pocket or move outside the pocket. He can actually make decisions and stuff like that. It was nice to see. It was refreshing. And it was refreshing to see that it was against another NFL defense that wasn't the New England Patriots. So that part is always nice. And you know these
Mhm.
joint practices, they're trying to be competitive. They're trying to make it like a game-like environment, a
Trying to
game-like
make a statement.
atmosphere.
Yep. Mhm.
Right. So with that, you take the good with it. 4 drops, okay, can't control that. So that really means that 27 passes, 5 of them were probably on Drake May.
Mhm.
So you take that. That's a big jump in year 2.
Yeah, that's huge. And I mean, like just like I said, the just him grasping the playbook, him not panicking and turning into a runner, like all the reports you hear is that if he's going to run, he keeps his eyes up the field though. So like he's still, until that very last second, he's looking up the field to try to throw the ball. I said it during the preseason game. I was like, this feels like, and I hate the team, but this feels like watching Josh Allen where it's like even if you have people covered, it's like this son of a bitch can still take off with his legs. And I think that's
Yep.
what we're seeing with Drake May, which I hope it is. And I think that this offense in like what's one of the big things with the McDaniels offense? Of course, it's like the complication, but there's always a check down. There's always a hot route. There's always a hey, if shit's getting crazy, dump it off to Henderson on like just a quick little swing pass. You got Hunter Henry
Mm-hmm.
5 yards just turned and looking at you. Like you don't need to make these crazy plays. Take what the defense gives you. And that's what it seemed like. And I mean, we'll get Liam's thoughts when he comes back, but I'm sure he's going to be pumped about Drake May too. But yeah, definitely a across the board for Drake May. Another guy that I think probably the most polarizing figure in Foxborough right now, Will Campbell. Will Campbell held his own the entire practice. And he's going against Dietrich Wise half the time, who's a long son of a bitch. Who after the practice, Dietrich Wise said, "Hey, he's a strong guy. He's got good hands. He's got good technique." Yeah, like the word coming out of that joint practice too is that Will Campbell looked good. Like, did he get beat here and there? Maybe, but it was nothing glaring. Yeah, Will Campbell, your thoughts on him? You're still thumbs up with Will Campbell, or like what'd you think? Because you were the one sending all the updates, which again, thank you for. So everything that you saw in all that, what are your vibes on Will Campbell coming out of the joint practices?
I think it's a guy that's going to have his fair share of highs, but also is going to make his rookie mistakes. And that's fine. And there's a mistake we'll talk about in the preseason game in a second.
Hmm.
But this is somebody that you're going to have to depend on for the next 5 to 10 years. And I think it's someone you can depend on for the next 5 to 10 years. And don't forget, in that little scrum, Will Campbell was going and trying to throw Washington guys off of Travion Henderson and stuff like that. So Will Campbell's is advertised. He will fight
Yes,
and
he
die.
is. Dude,
He
and
will
that
fight and die for his
continues.
guys. So I'm
Yeah,
with
and
it.
you can see it when Will Campbell is blocking too. Like he blocks with that edge, that like aggressiveness, which is why he got to where he is with his tiny little T-Rex arms. Liam's back, right? There he is. What's
Yeah.
going on, man?
Goddamn
Um,
technology.
I got you. I got you. Just to fill you in on what we were just talking about. Just Drake May having a great joint practice. He went 18 to 27, 4 drops. He had that one tipped pick, multiple touchdowns. I guess I know what the answer is going to be. Al and I were just talking about it, but vibes, feelings on Drake May coming out of the joint practices where you're still 2 thumbs up on him. I take it, right?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. It's exceptional. Like he did everything that we could have asked for. The one pick tipped. That's always the cop out. We'll fucking take it. I
Oh, of
loved it.
course.
I was absolutely fired up.
Yeah, good stuff. And then we were just talking about Will Campbell. For everything coming out, all intents and purposes, he had a good joint practice as well. Wasn't perfect, but even if he didn't have short arms, you don't expect a rookie left tackle to be perfect in his first, protection against another team, another defense. Like you said, Al, this isn't the Patriots defense anymore. Yeah, he did well. Dietrich Wise even said that he did well. So, and Al said it, Liam, right when you kind of hopped out for a second. Will Campbell is someone who the Patriots are going to have to rely on for the next like 5, 6 years. And all signs point to them being able to rely on him. Like, I don't know if you feel
Yes.
any differently, but I'm still just like Al said, 2 thumbs up for Will Campbell, right? Still going with it.
Yeah. He took his licks, but for the most part, he wasn't terrible. There were no, if you remember Jamar Chase's first offseason when he was a rookie, everyone said how terrible he was because he dropped a ton of passes. We're not getting any of that with Will Campbell and Jamar Chase. It worked out quite fucking well. But you're not hearing, oh my God, the short arms are really affecting him. We just can't block anyone. So I think it's a win.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's that you're not hearing any of that. And the fact that the team that, Vrabel hasn't even really spoke about it or anything, like I'm not worried at all. You guys mentioned it though, Liam, defense was dominant, got a lot of pressures from Barmore, Williams, a bunch of people were getting pressures. So that's good. The one thing that I thought was interesting, Kayshon Boutte was repping with the starters, Pop Douglas and Kyle Williams in the joint practice. I think we can say it now, especially seeing the preseason game as well. Kayshon Boutte is making this team 100%.
Obviously,
Like
yeah. I don't think that's ever in question. Like he was arguably our best receiver last year. Like, yeah, no, he's making the friggin' team. I still think he's a baller. He's one of my favorites on the team.
Yeah, I mean, people.
There's no question he's going to make it, especially with last year too.
People are dumb.
Building blocks. So yeah, he'll make it. Other than that, I know you guys don't really care. Kicker that we drafted, Borregales, he was 4 for 4. Love that in the joint practices.
Oh, I very much care, actually. Yeah, no.
Yeah, because he's from the U. See, there we go. We got you. There it is.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't think we really need to stick and really harp on the joint practice. Any other things you guys want to talk about coming from there, or anything you guys were thinking? Oh no, we're back.
Not this shit again.
We're back.
Uh-oh.
Goddamn Florida.
Are we here?
No.
We're here.
Yeah. Me and Alec, right?
And it looks like Mike is
I should be
not here. So that's not good, Liam.
No, it's not.
Keep talking.
What's it, Rains, Al?
Yeah, I got you. So, okay, while Mike's trying to figure it out. Wait a minute. Okay, so I think we're good on the joint practices and all that stuff. Do we want to move into the Brady statue stuff first, and then we'll get into the actual preseason game? That sounds good.
Let's get that out of the way.
Okay, so the big story before the big story. So the big story before the first preseason game of the season, 2025, Patriots football. We're back. That's all we care about, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. So Tom Brady got his statue, got his day. There's a big bronze statue of Tom Brady at Gillette Stadium, front and center. They did the whole shebang. They did the whole award ceremony. They did the speech and everything, which first thing I'm just going to say real fast before I get my opening take with this. Tom Brady dissing the Jets fans is always a timeless classic.
That was awesome. That was really good.
Oh, yeah, Jets fans, you usually stick around. Maybe you leave by the second quarter, maybe the third quarter at best. Like, that was funny. I'll give Brady
you something to throw your beers at. It's incredible.
Oh, my gosh. But anyways, so here's my opening take with this. And I said this to you guys in the group chat, so I'm keeping my word here, and you guys know this. I am appreciative, respect, and love what Tom Brady did throughout his 20 years in New England from 2000 to 2019. I love him for bringing the Patriots 6 Super Bowls. I am thankful for Tom Brady bringing the Patriots overall to 9 Super Bowls.
We are honored that we got to watch this through our whole lives.
Yes, this was our childhood, and we appreciate it. Having said that, I hope that this is the last that will kind of bring like that old Patriots regime, the old to build this thing up, because I want something new. And I said this to a couple of people and everything. Some people are like, oh, you don't love Tom Brady, bro? Like, he was our childhood, and I know that. I'm not dumb. Like, of course I'm going to love Tom Brady.
Yes.
But at this point, since he left, we have had 1 playoff appearance. We have had 1 season over 500. We have had 1 season where we actually enjoyed watching them play from week 1 to week 17.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'm tired of. I'm tired
Yeah.
of. I'm tired of the celebration of the past. I want to move on. I want to get into this new regime. It's exciting. You have Mike Vrabel. You have Drake May. You have Will Campbell. You have Travion Henderson. You have good veterans in Stephon Diggs and Hunter Henry and Milton Williams. You have something to look forward to here. Enough with the past. The Super Bowls are great, but right now the Patriots are irrelevant until they win again. So I'm glad Brady got his day. I hope it's the last one until, a couple years down the line when we're celebrating the 25th year anniversary of the 2001 team, whatever. But again, and also, by the way, Brady's part owner of the Raiders. Like, that's who you're
Yeah.
playing week one. So again, like, you can love Tom Brady. I get it. But at the same time, realize this guy, this guy is doing other things. Like, yeah, he'll come home when he's summoned, but like, it's time to move on, guys. It's time to move
Yeah.
on. So that's my elongated opening take. Liam and Mike, want to hear from you guys too.
Am I back?
Yeah, Mike, I know you're fired up about this. I think you and me share the same as Al. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
you're
back,
back.
right?
You're back.
Thank God. Yeah, I'm not there. You
You're
said
back.
it very. You said it very diplomatically. Right, diplomatically is a word. I'm done. I'm done
Yep.
with Tom Brady. I'm completely done with him.
Yeah.
Like, just move on, be done. Like you said, we sound like the Yankees, where it's like 27 rings, 27 rings. It's like they haven't won one in like 18 decades. Like, just move
Yeah.
on. Like I told you guys, it hasn't been long enough to where there's like the nostalgia factor. It just seems like we're just dragging it on. It's like the 40-something-year-old guy that still reminisces about his like college football or like high school
Yeah.
football team. It's like, dude, we get it. We all love Brady. Like, breakups always suck, but like, we all still love him. We know, but we hold him in the highest regard you can possibly hold any New England sports character, sports person. I mean, look, I got a picture of him right there, David Ortiz and Tom Brady. You hold them at the highest regard. But dude, enough. Every year it's something. There was the fake retirement. Then there was the jersey retirement. Then there was the actual retirement. Then there was like he shows up in which essentially was the ceremony that got Mike Vrabel here because the Titans didn't like that Vrabel came over and talked about it or whatever. But it's just like enough. I'm done. And you can tell, guys, he is a part owner. Is he a part owner of the Patriots? No, he's a part owner of the Raiders. He didn't even want to be a part owner of your team. And don't tell me, oh, he couldn't have been, because Kraft would have bent over backwards and bent his son over too for Tom Brady to be a part owner of that team. And he's not. He took TB12 out of Foxborough. He does not care about us the way that we all cared about him. I'm not saying he didn't enjoy his time here or he doesn't love the Patriots or whatever. But there's always one person in the relationship that loves the other more than the other person does. It's very clear that it's New England fans that love Tom Brady more than he loves us. Move on.
Yeah.
Great statue. I saw people talking about all like the details of it, and they point out like the Patriots logo on the helmet. Like, no shit. What'd you think? They weren't going to put a logo on the helmet? Like, I don't know. Cool, awesome. I won't take a picture with the thing with the statue like everybody else can. Great. Move on. I don't want to hear about Tom Brady until he's inducted into the Hall of Fame again. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I agree. There's nothing more that I need to say. I do just have a quick question though. The pose of the statue. Did you guys see that coming? Do you like? Would you rather it be him throwing a football? Is there a more iconic moment that you thought the statue should be?
Oh, 100%. They screwed that up so bad. They could have had him holding up the Lombardi trophy after the Falcons come back. They literally could have had him just throwing a pass like, Jordan with the shot, Bobby Orr with the, flying through the air that's in Boston too.
Yeah.
Like, they could have done so much better. I think
Perfect statue, by the way. Perfect statue. That
Yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah. Like, it was disappointing. It was.
Yeah. I think at very least he should have been holding the Lombardi trophy. So that way, like, it's ambiguous which Lombardi trophy, which Super Bowl he's holding, because the point is he held a bunch of them. Like, that's the
Exactly.
fucking point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, when was it ever?
I would understand a pass too. Like if he's throwing a pass, I would have understood that. I don't know how iconic is this. Like I know he does like the let's go, but that's not like what he was doing. Like when he's running out of the
No.
tunnel, he
I
was just
mean-
kind of like standing there.
even if his arm was going forward like this, I know you can't see it if you're listening to the podcast, putting my arm straight out, like he did
Yeah.
that all the time when he ran out the tunnel and then
Yes, that's
yelled
what
the
I'm
let's
saying.
go. Right. That would have been good. That would have been that
Yeah.
would, I think, would have been ideal, besides
Yeah.
like the other ones we mentioned. But
Yeah.
Honestly, what it should have been is just him cocked back like this, about to throw the ball. That's what it
Yeah.
should have been. Like
Because sometimes,
if you're
like,
not going to do your idea, Liam, which I think your idea would have been
yeah.
better, him just holding up the Lombardi. But if
Yeah.
he's not going to do that, just football, he has the perfect throwing motion. Just like have that. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah. I think with these statues things, sometimes they get they get a little too in their own head, and usually it's Occam's razor. Like the simplest one is usually the best one. Like when they unveiled the Kobe Bryant statue in front of what used to be Staples Center or whatever the fuck it is now. Um, it's just like him walking basically when it's like it's Kobe Bryant. Make it a fucking fadeaway. Like that's the point. That's the signature. That's what you go to. And no, it's like they overcomplicated it and whatnot. I understand, like you're trying to make it look good, you're trying to be dramatic. Do what he did the most. And Kobe, it's a fadeaway. With Tom Brady, it's either a Super Bowl or it's the let's go or it's him throwing a motherfucking pass because he threw the most of them for the most yards, the most many times. Like he has all the longevity awards. Should have been something like that. But I don't know. I don't hate it. Like it looks good. Like it's a good looking statue. Like it looks like him, which I think is a win because the Kobe Bryant one looks like an alien. Some of them are
Dwayne
absolutely
Wade.
butchered. Some of them are great, like the Bobby Orr one. So yeah, the Dwayne Wade one is heinous. So like, yeah, it's a hit or miss. So I think they hit with the how it looks, but it's just the pose could have been so much better.
yeah,
Uh,
the
yeah,
details are good. Like
really good.
the hairline, the eyes,
Yep,
the chiseled chin,
the under
everything.
sleeves that go to here, and then he's got the QB wrist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything with that was good. But
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine, but
yeah, I'll let you guys know about it like when I go to the Patriots game later in the
Yeah.
year. But like, oh, did you guys real quick? Did you guys think that the head was too small? I know that was a
yeah.
topic of debate.
I didn't
The,
notice.
the head
Look
is
at it again because
honestly,
people are
I
saying that
think
the head was small compared to the body.
the body is too big. Like I know it's like the same thing, but like the body just looks kind of thick. Like I think the head, like generally speaking, the head is the size of what the body should have
Yeah.
followed. The body looks kind of thick. Not in like a he looks fat way, just in like a weird proportional way. I don't know. Like it's fine. I don't like
I guess
these.
they wear a lot of pads, but yeah, it does look a little strange. Yeah,
I don't know,
seeing it
man.
now.
These statues never come out perfect.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I guess Steve Peralt went to Foxborough and he saw it live in person. He's like, guys, you're overreacting. Like it's normal size. Like
No,
it's
Oh,
I
okay.
rare.
mean,
But
Well, you'll have to
it looks
tell us when you
tiny.
go.
I will.
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
yeah.
It's not
It
always
looks
about
kind of
size,
small.
Mike.
Trust me, I know. We are three white men here. We know. Um, but yeah. So whatever. Tom Brady thing, and I think we're already like just like move on. Okay. Like just the new era, like you said, Al, everything you said, the new era of Vrabel, May, that's who is we need to follow now. Like stop living in the past with this weird alien Botoxed up Tom Brady. We don't need to follow him around anymore. Just be done. Go like just whatever. Have him go over on the West Coast. Come over when he wins when he gets into the NFL Hall of Fame, and we'll go from there. I'm done with it. But any other final thoughts on the Tom Brady statue from you
Yeah,
guys?
let's get into the football, please, because
Oh
we
my
haven't said.
God. And there was football, the real thing that people should have been caring about that night, Friday night, 7:30, prime time. Not the fucking 6 o'clock Tom Brady bronze unveiling statue. No, no, no. The Patriots played football and they whooped the Commanders 48-18. Two things about that score. That score, it's a scoregami, has never happened before in preseason or regular season. And the 48 points are the most a Patriots team has scored in the preseason history for the organization. Doesn't mean anything at the end of the day because wins and losses in preseason does not mean shit. But just it just go and we'll talk about how the game started too, but it just goes to show that it feels new. It feels different. People ask all the time, like, how can you say this feels different than Mac Jones' first year or whatever? It's like it just does, and it doesn't just feel it, you're seeing it now with that score. I don't think we can start anywhere else than the opening kickoff. Trevion Henderson, 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. If you were to script a better way for the 2025 season to start, let me know because I can't think of one. You have your second round running back, which so many people thought you're reaching. He's good, but why didn't you take the other guy from Ohio State, the lead back? Why didn't you take a receiver? Why didn't you do this, that, blah, blah, blah? Trade the pick, move back up in the first round? No, no, no. They took a guy who seems like the fastest man in the world, someone who's going to be your number one running back for the next few years. Fuck it. Halfway through this year, he's going to be the number one back. Trevion Henderson, 100-yard kickoff touchdown return. Yeah, I looked over at my wife and I was like, this is the guy. I told her, I was like, you saw when I jumped out of my seat when I saw the Patriots drafted someone. This was that guy. How are you guys feeling after this kickoff return?
After that, you literally think, wrap him up. Don't let him play another snap this preseason. And by the way, Ramondre Stevenson, you might want to watch your back. Just saying.
Oh, we'll talk about him. I have him on my
Like,
docket. We will talk about him. Trust me.
you might get Wally pipped over here. You might get Wes Welkered over here. Just saying. Like, this was the burst of speed, and this is the type of player that the Patriots have been needing, that fans have been drooling over. Like, you need offensive firepower. Here's your guy. Here's a guy on a silver platter, played on a national champion at Ohio State, was really good in the college football playoff last year. This was your guy, and now he's showing out. And the kickoff just shows that he can do a multitude of things, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it to you guys. I've seen enough. I love the guy. I think he's going to be a star. Like I was talking rookie of the year, MVPs. I'm completely in. It was a moment to overreact because the first fucking touch for the NFL, it's unbelievable. It reminds me of Terrell Owens' first play in Philly. It was a
Of course it
preseason
does.
game
Yeah, of course it
against
does.
the Ravens. And first fucking play of the game, McNabb drops back, 80-yard touchdown to T.O. in the preseason. Everyone's going nuts. And you're just like, oh, this is going to be really good. And it ended up being really, really good until he broke his leg. But even then, it was still really good. And I think the same thing for Henderson. Like, oh, this is going to be awesome. You're like, holy shit. Like, I understand it's the preseason. I agree completely. Like, none of this really matters a whole lot. But I think the fact that we went out there and put a fucking mollywhopping on him, and like the first team, second team, and third team are all scoring in droves. The defense, second team defense, looks unbelievable. And there's something to be said that Mike Vrabel had these guys fucking ready. He had this marked on the calendar. He's like, we are going to play good football across the board. Every single person from the end of the bench to the absolute starters are going to ball out. And the people that are completely safe aren't going to play. If you're nicked or hurt or anything, you're not going to play. Stephon Diggs, Gonzo, we don't need you guys out there.
Morgan Moses
Drake,
didn't play.
yeah, 100%. He's old. You're proven. You'll be fine. Drake May, let's get his feet wet. Let's get him used to it. Let's let him see what this offense looks like on the field for a drive or two. Josh McDaniels, go out there and call your fucking game. A bunch of tosses, a bunch of runs, and a bunch of safe passes. It was beautiful. It was the offense that, again, not trying to get nostalgic about the last 20 years. This is the offense we've seen for the last 20 years. It's just beautiful.
Dude, that Henderson play, by the way, I don't know if you guys remember the exact play, but it's actually funny. My in-laws, that whole family was at this preseason game. Gronk's first preseason game, I think, when he caught the ball and dragged like three players.
James
into the end zone.
Laurinaitis, yeah.
Yeah, that is what Trevion
Monster.
Henderson's play reminded me of, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like we need to like actually keep an eye on this guy because at that point, it is the first play of preseason. Every single player on that field is like, I'm making a play. And Trevion Henderson just said, I want to make it more than you guys.
And you guys were like, look out Ramondre. I was like, look out Antonio Gibson. And then like two drives later, Antonio Gibson almost takes a kick for a touchdown. He gets tackled like 30 yards short, but I thought he was going to break it. I was like, never mind. Gibson has a place on this team. Like he's super athletic,
Yeah,
super
he's
quick,
quick too.
super shift. Yeah, he's shifty. Like I was like, I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think Ramondre is going anywhere. Ramondre led the team in rushing, just a hair over our boy that we'll talk about in a little bit. But Ramondre looked fine to me. He was hitting the holes. He was going through.
Mhm.
Wasn't going down on first contact. That's all I can ask for our bowling ball running back Ramondre. So I don't want to hear any look out Ramondre because he's fine. He's going to play a lot this season. I guarantee you. McDaniels can find a way to play Ramondre, play Gibson, and
Easily.
play Henderson. We did it for years with Shane Vereen, Stephen Ridley, James White. Like they all played. They were all sick. We have fond memories of all three of those guys. They were all on the same motherfucking team. We will find a way to play all these guys. And this is a goddamn Josh McDaniels offense if I've ever seen it. Hoorah!
Do you know why? Do you know why I think you should be questioning Ramondre Stevenson's job? Because
Why?
do you know who was the first running back? Basically, like, in hockey, I don't know if you guys know, but the first goalie off the ice is the one who's going to start the game
Mhm.
that night. Do you know who the first running back off the field was?
Travion
Trevion
Henderson.
Henderson.
Yeah.
Ramondre Stevenson was playing well past Henderson. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to
But
start over Henderson. Hold on,
allow me to
let me
interject
make.
with this.
Okay, interject,
Hold on,
interject,
quickly,
interject.
quickly. Ramondre didn't run 100 and fucking yards down the field. Travion Henderson expended the most energy out of any running back that played that night. Caught 3 passes. He was very involved.
Lower in the
Take him off the
shoulder.
fucking field. Yeah,
A
100%.
lot.
You take him off the field first because he ran the most. He put the most mileage in this game by far. Get him off the fucking
Do
field.
you know why you get him off the field? You got to rest him for that number one job for the regular season.
No,
That's
no,
why.
you don't.
No,
You're going to
and
rest
honestly,
him to be James White.
I'm being. No, I think Antonio Gibson is going to be James White, and I think Stevenson and Henderson are like you said. What the fuck am I doing here? They're gonna. I think that they're just gonna kind of go 1A, 1B. I joke. I love Ramondre Stevenson just like you do. I think we all like him here. I don't think the fumbles are going to be that much of an issue. I still think that Stevenson should start the season as your number one running back. But like you said, what does that really mean when you're in week 7? Like, sure, maybe you
Yeah.
start the game as the starter, but
We
you might
had
just get
games
one
with
drive.
Brandon Bolden starting as our running back, and then he finished the
Yeah,
game with 5 carries. And you're
it
like, all
means
right,
nothing.
it means
It means
nothing.
nothing. In the especially someone like Josh McDaniels, who, like you said, Liam, again, perfect point where it's like he knows how to mix and match these guys, and they are different enough to where it would make sense to mix and match them a lot. Stevenson he's quick, but he's more of like you said, your bowling ball between the tackles. He's going to lower his shoulder. Henderson is quick, can get out to the edge, but he showed he also is willing to lower his shoulder and knock some guys down. Like I'm pumped for this team. I just thought it was an interesting thing to note that Henderson did come off the field sooner. What I think that meant was Vrabel.
It's not that
And
interesting.
the only reason I think it's interesting is I think Vrabel was saying to Stevenson, "Hey, you need a little bit more in-game work." And I think Stevenson rose to the challenge. I think he kept his job. Not that he was ever going to lose it this game, but I don't think people should be saying that he's going to get demoted. I see people talking about trading him. Shut the fuck up. You're not going to
Yeah.
trade, right? Because I don't think Henderson is ready right now to take that full number one guy workload anyway.
Who was the starting running backs for all those years in the Josh McDaniels offense? It was Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, a one-cut guy. And then it went to LeGarrette Blount, a
Lawrence Maroney.
bruiser. Yeah, Lawrence Maroney, one-cut guy. And then down the line, Stephen Ridley, one-cut guy.
Sony
Ramondre is a
Michelle.
one-cut
Yep.
bruiser. He's a
Mhm.
mix of all those guys. He's going to get those up the middle runs, and
Mhm.
everything else will be accordingly Antonio Gibson and Henderson. But we have absolutely nothing to worry about. We will keep all these guys. Shit, we can get another running back, and he will rotate in here too.
So speaking of another running back, there's one guy we've talked about. Al, I think I heard you talk about him. I think you when I was trying to I was in bed last night. I saw you guys texting. It's talking about Lan Larison, right? If I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yeah,
So
Liam mentioned that name.
he is currently in a walking boot. Not great. Not great.
The fuck
Reports were
happened?
coming out that he was walking around the locker room in a walking boot. So I don't know what's going to go on with him.
Walking
I
boot.
think he should make the team. But just something of note, keep an eye on this week during practices. I think there's going to be joint practices with the Vikings this week, right? That's who
Mhm.
they're playing. Okay. So yeah, just something of note. Larison, by the way, did score a touchdown. He looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
like a lot of the young guys looked really good. Newer guys looked really good. But I did just kind of want to round that running back conversation out with that. Yeah, I think overall, that Henderson pick is going to pay dividends this year. I think it's going to help Ramondre Stevenson, if anything, because say Stevenson does get a little nicked up here and there because of how he runs. You can put Henderson in for the rest of the game. Like it is what it is, you know? And then say one of them gets injured, you still have Antonio Gibson. Then you probably still have Lynn Larison too. So like, I'm not worried about the running back room is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you also signed JaMychal Hasty too. You re-signed
They
him.
did sign him. Okay, see, I thought I dreamed that.
No, they
So
did.
they
They
did
re-signed
sign him. See, okay, and JaMychal Hasty was here before.
Yep.
So that's another thing. You can stash one of them on the practice squad, keep one of them wherever. Like it doesn't matter. Maybe keep them inactive, whatever it happens to be. Running back room is going to help the offense this year. So I think 2 thumbs up across the board, right? For all the running backs for that preseason.
Yes.
Yeah.
And real quick, can we agree on this? The Patriots are going to be
Probably not.
Probably not. The Patriots are going to be a run-heavy team
Yeah.
that sets up the pass.
Yes.
Dude, they should be. Do you know why they should be?
Because their strength is in running
keep
back.
going.
I was just going to say, because their strength is in running back.
Not just that. You have okay. Now we're going to talk about because I wanted to talk about Will Campbell and Jared Wilson as well. This is great. We're not even talking about Drake May's game yet. Not that he played that long, but I have probably 2 or 3 other things I want to talk about before I even talk about Drake May. That's how excited we're getting about this team. The left side of this offensive line with Will Campbell and Jared Wilson. We talked about it last week. You heard it all week from all your radio show hosts talking about it. Do you feel confident with 2 rookies over there? Blah, blah, blah. After watching this game, guys, I don't even care that there's 2 rookies over there. My confidence level is exactly where it needs to be. Running the ball, Will Campbell, I'm ready to say it. I think he's the best run blocking left tackle in the league. The dude is incredible.
Okay.
Obviously, I joke, but I think that at the end of the year, I think he'll be in the top half, top third of the conversation. Did you guys see him run blocking in this preseason game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Finishing his blocks 10 yards down the field, getting up and getting hyped up. Not that he blocked for some 50-yard pass, but just the fact that he pancaked his guy in front of him. And then Jared Wilson too. He's doing his thing, blocking. Mac Hollins, we saw him blocking a lot on the left side as well. I think people were talking about running behind Morgan Moses and Michael Wenu, who we know that they're monsters over there, great run blockers. This left side is going to be good, which I think goes back to what I said before about these preseason games where Josh McDaniels, the Patriots, you're trying specific things in this game. A lot of the plays were specifically to the left side. I don't know if they were trying to see how the blocking was on that side or what, but I think that was great. And I guess that opens up the conversation about Will Campbell and Jared Wilson. Run blocking aside, there was the 1 sack. Now, you could say it was on Will Campbell or Jared Wilson, whatever it happens to be. If you want to put that sack, the strip sack of Drake May on Will Campbell, his stats against Washington, again, stats are here and there, but just to show you what it is, he played 14 snaps, 1 sack allowed if you want to put it on him, 0 pressures, 3 pancakes, 0 penalties, and 2 scuffles. My favorite stat. Coming out of this game, I have to know from you guys, how do you feel about Will Campbell? Little T-Rex boy over there.
Again, we talked about it earlier when we were talking about the joint practices. You feel good about him. He's going to make mistakes. He is a rookie in the NFL. It is going to happen. But what is the big thing that Mike Vrabel has said in practice about Will Campbell? When he makes a mistake, he learns from it and he doesn't make it again. He corrects it. And it's going to be the same thing. In week 1, we're probably going to get aggravated like the first drive because Will Campbell is probably going to miss some sort of block or he's going to commit a false start that takes momentum away from a drive.
Holding. It'll be holding.
Yep, a hold, whatever it is. But you know what? It's part of the game. It is what it is. And these are the growing pains that we're going to have to deal with as Patriots fans. So let him develop, let him do whatever. But you feel obviously way better about Will Campbell and Jared Wilson than you do about Vidarian Lowe, Chooks Okorafor, and then,
DeMontre Jacobs.
Or whoever played left guard last year, Caden Wallace, whatever.
Yep.
But, you feel better about that, which is great. We're not asking for a lot here. We're asking for the bare minimum. The bar is very low.
Just be good. Just be, slightly above average, and I'm confident that Josh McDaniels and Drake May can figure it out. because, like I said, McDaniel's offense, they're tailor made to, okay, how is our team? So we might get some quick pressure here. Hey, if that happens, you have Pop Douglas over the middle with a slant. If that happens, just take off, dude. Just go. Like, just run. You can do it. Run, get down. Drake May did get down the one time that he ran, which was great to see. Yeah, Will Campbell though, Liam. I know that this is a pretty pro Will Campbell thing, but him, Jared Wilson on the left side. How'd you feel coming out of the game after watching him actually block real players?
I felt great. That strip sack, I would say it's 50% his fault and 50% Jared Wilson's fault. They were supposed to switch. The
Yep.
defensive line was stunting. Will Campbell blocked his guy efficiently, but then when Jared Wilson's guy went around, he's supposed to pass him off to Wilson and then cover that. He didn't. Wilson also wasn't getting ready to block Will Campbell's guy, so it's
Mm-hmm.
both their faults.
Two
Maybe I'd put a
rookies.
little more of the blame. Yeah, 100%. It's a stunt. Like you're gonna see that stuff, so he'll eventually learn. It's really not that big of a deal. But Henderson's one rush went 18 yards. This thing is an act of sheer beauty. You pointed out, Mike. They ran a lot to the left side, even after Will Campbell was off the field. But when they did with Henderson for that 18-yard gain, they have the fullback in the backfield, I formation. He goes out to block, and they pull Will Campbell to go get the cornerback. And it is beautiful. He gets
Tears in my
down there.
eyes right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go very far because the corner comes up, but he gets him and blocks him to the fucking ground. And Travion Henderson goes for 18 yards. Great gain, takes off really, really fast. And Jared Wilson blocks two guys at once. The second guy, I don't know if it was incidental or if it was on purpose. I want to say it was on purpose because he tripped the fucking guy. He's blocking one guy and sticks his foot out, and the defender falls down.
Oops.
He's like, nice. Yeah. Oops. But fucking, if that's what you're going to do, fuck yeah, because it worked. Two guys were blocked by one guy, and we got free running on the left side. It was beautiful. And that was obviously a clear cut, conscious play called by Josh McDaniels. He's like, we're going to pull Campbell here because
Mm-hmm.
offensive linemen love to pull. You're out in space. You get momentum. You
They
get to
love
move.
run blocking.
Yeah, 100%. And this poor corner, like, just didn't stand a chance. Like
No.
he did his utmost. He stood up to him. He was standing Will Campbell up for a second, and then Campbell fucking puts him on the ground and like stands over him. You could see he was fired up. It's
He
awesome.
fist
That's
pumped and
exactly what
everything.
did.
He was
Yeah,
pumped.
I thought he was punching him at first, but no, he was fist pumping. He was like, "Fuck yeah!" And like that's also really relatable. Like if I was an offensive tackle and I pancake block somebody, I'm gonna get up and be like, "Fuck yeah, I did that."
This is the
Yeah,
shit you live for, dude.
yeah,
Like, yeah, like
100%.
not fucking pass blocking, quick.
Ooh.
I stopped Von Miller's bull rush. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I want to pancake a corner on a 20-yard run.
Yeah, and his pass blocking was fine too. Like it wasn't stellar. He wasn't locking people up. But even on that Drake May
Good
scramble,
enough.
he lets the guy go past him because there's a clear lane. Knows Drake May is going up. So when he goes by, he seals off the end from getting anywhere
Hmm.
close to the play. And it just worked out perfectly. Like that's heads up. The dude knows how to play offensive tackle. It's beautiful. I'm watching it right now. It's a thing of pure art. God, it's so good.
It was good enough. The entire offensive line was good enough if you really look at it that way. But yeah, the Will Campbell thing though, just watching him play, like yeah, I'm watching the play right now too. It was crazy. Just when he
Yeah.
blocks him, he throws him down, he gets up, he's pumped about it, he's happy to do it. He was pumped to block the guy to the ground. Like it was just great. But yeah, then also you had Jared Wilson. Great game from Jared Wilson as well, obviously. We saw him play. That was good. But yeah, it was just I think for his first game, his first real, test against another offensive line, I think he did fine. I think I'm trying to find the stat where it was everybody's like the entire offensive line's pressures and everything like that. But I know that they all did pretty well. I think Bradbury didn't allow any pressures. Maybe he allowed like one or something like that, if I remember correctly. And Bradbury is kind of the guy who we were like, shit, like how is he going to do whatever it is? But May seemed to have a good amount of time back there. Yeah, I like this. It's kind of boring to talk about it because there were no complaints about this offensive line, really. Like, I'm not talking about the third and fourth quarter. Like, at that point, it is what it is. But when there were still some players who were
Even
going to see
then,
some real time. Yeah, they
that,
were. That's the thing, dude. You said that your second and your third string guys are still fucking playing well, and I think that's a testament to Mike Vrabel. Al, you said it in the group chat. Basically, this where it's like you have a team, not many mistakes. I think the first Patriots penalty came like halfway through the second quarter or something. I'll take that. I'll take that all fucking day. I mean, you got the Dolphins lining up false starts, offensive penalties, all this and that all day. But yet the Patriots, who were, as we know, infamously horrendous when it comes to penalties last year, they were just ready to go. That was awesome to see. Yeah, offensive line, I think we can give two hesitant, reluctant thumbs
yeah,
up for the offensive line for the most part. It'll be nice to see Minnesota come in here, just a different defensive line, still a good defensive front, but I
very
think
good
it'll be
defensive
good.
line.
Yeah, it'll be good to see it. It'll be very, very good to see it. Yeah, I'm pumped. Just
Yeah.
seeing him block these guys was very nice. Will Campbell,
So I have two things that I want to talk about. We'll talk about, I guess, the more fun thing, the one that we could probably all speak with conviction on.
special teams.
No, Afton Chisholm, like awesome, just awesome. Like, dude's super good. Everything that we expected or that we heard about doesn't go down on first tackle and makes something out of nothing. Throw it to him in space, he'll let it work. He was super sweet. His touchdown, what is the quarterback's name? Woolridge or something like that. His arm gets hit, so it's a brutal
Woodridge or
throw.
whatever.
Yeah, Woodridge still gets it in his pocket, slips the guy, and then 2 yards into the end zone, hurdles the guy just to show off that white guy athleticism. It's awesome. It was 1st and 20. They throw a screen to him, and he was like 3 yards short of his second touchdown. I was like, dude, this guy is awesome. He finished the game with what were his stats here? Yeah, he was the leading receiver, 6 for 50. Fucking beautiful. That's what I want.
He makes the team, right?
Oh yeah,
Like
He
100%
I,
he
I
does.
think
he has to.
especially if you're looking maybe Kendrick Bourne starts on IR or pup list or something like that. Maybe Matt
Yeah.
Collins does. They've been dinged up. I think in the rumor going around is that the Patriots are going to carry maybe 7 wide receivers. I think he has to make the team.
Yeah.
Now again, he has to build on this.
Yeah.
Has to have another good couple weeks. But yeah, you see it. Like you see the reason why he got brought in because of this. He's quick, he's shifty. Like I saw some people tweeting, they were like, "Oh, there goes Julian Edelman. I mean, Efton Chisholm."
Yeah,
That's how it
100%.
looks. That's how
Yeah.
he has the towel as well, which I love. I love the towel hanging out of the pants. Like I'll always love that. Deshaun Jackson had that, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Yeah, Al, I know you've been a big proponent of Efton Chisholm too. He's making the team, right?
Oh yeah,
Like there's no way
yes.
he doesn't.
There's no way he doesn't. I mean, look at some of the other receivers that are on the bubble, like John Giles. Like again, we talk about it, Javon Baker. I will say though, I'm starting to become more and more convinced that Javon Baker is going
Okay.
to make this team because
Yeah.
of the special teams.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you something. If Jalen Polk doesn't get cut next week, then there's something really, really wrong. I'm just
Well,
going to
talk about
say.
it. Talk about it. So Jalen Polk took a what was it, a sweep, I believe, because he got the ball in his hand somehow for some reason, and he got tackled. I guess he hurt his shoulder, went to the medical tent, was out for the rest of the game. Like, listen, it's nothing against Jalen Polk, the man. Jalen Polk, the football player. I got nothing for you, dude. Like, you know, of like no fault of your own, you got brought into a shitty situation last year. We understand seeing a real like organization work right now. You can kind of in hindsight see how bad the organization was last year with Mayo and company. But like not Scott Van Pelt, but just like you could see how bad it was now in hindsight. But Jalen Polk, I'm sorry, dude, there's no reason for you to be here. Like maybe go to the Chiefs with Tyquan Thornton, maybe go work out. You have some sort of talent because you were taken in the second round and there wasn't like a crazy outrage. It was kind of like but it wasn't like he sucks, some crazy reach. Get out of here. Javon Baker, Al, I guess I could see him making the team. But I only see him making it if someone definitely starts on the pup list. That's the only way I see him making it. Because if you have Diggs, Kyle Williams, Pop Douglas, Kayshawn Boutte, Mac Hollins, Efton Chisholm. If Kendrick Bourne isn't healthy, sure, give me Javon Baker. But if Kendrick Bourne's healthy, you got to have him in there. And Baker, I'm sorry, or maybe not. Maybe he beats out Bourne. I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I think I told you guys I don't give a shit what receiver makes it because I have faith in the team that they're going to pick the right guys. But yeah, I think we can all pretty much, for all intents and purposes, we can close the book on Jalen Polk, right?
I hope so. It just listen, just
And I
admit you
feel
got the pick
bad,
wrong.
but
No, don't feel bad. He did it to himself.
I do.
And the
He got
thing is,
money though.
too,
He got money. Fuck him.
yeah, he got money, but also too, he's in it like he's a buffoon in the sense that like he literally has come out and said,
I
I
love a
don't
good
regret
buffoon. I love throwing out a good buffoon. Such a good word.
like he doesn't regret doing anything from last year. And he's like, he's gonna do the same things that he did last year, this year. It's like,
Yep.
dude, that got you one touchdown reception that got you to be the joke of the league.
Talk
You
about
said
it.
you had
That
the
quote,
best
right?
hands.
You're talking about that quote?
Yes, the one that
Yeah,
Tom
talk about
Curran.
it.
I
Yep.
know you hate Tom Curran, but Tom Curran actually came up with a good quote and was like, hey, we talked to I think it was Curran and Phil Perry came out and said that they talked to Jalen Polk and they were like, do you kind of have some regrets about, last season? And he's like, no. He's like, to be, and again, I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna, kind of stick with what I know, do it again. And it's like, dude, all you gotta say is, yeah, I had a rough year. I'm looking to kind of, do whatever helps the team and make good decisions. It's like, you don't help yourself on the field and you're not helping yourself off the field. So what value do you bring to an organization, to a locker room that wants to get rid of that crap? Like, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that quote, I forgot about that quote he had with him. Yeah.
And let the record show here. So I'm looking at who played first team, who played second team, and whatnot. So Baker got a lot of time. Like he was on the field for a lot of snaps. Didn't get any receptions or anything like that, but he was in there for the tail end of the first team when they started taking some guys out and shuffling some guys around. He was absolutely in there for the second team. And then he was in there for the third team too. The third team that they were rolling out there before they switched it over was Kyle Williams, Baker, and Chisholm. And then for the basically the fourth team, they roll out Giles, who's 29, friggin' Jeremiah Webb, and then they're rocking with Chisholm still. And so, like, Baker got plenty of time on the field, which means they like him. And Polk didn't. I don't know if they're still going to give up on him because he was a second-round pick last year, but it's getting to be a really crowded room. Like, I look at this, if we're going with 7 guys, Bourne, Boutte, Chisholm, Diggs, Douglas, Mac Hollins,
Kyle Williams.
Fuck. Yeah.
That's
and
it,
then,
dude.
yeah.
That's it.
So, like, where's Baker?
It's tough. It's like I said, the
Polk
only
fit?
way Baker fits in is if someone starts the year on pup or something. It's the only way. Because otherwise they're not going to carry 8 receivers. Like this isn't Matthew Slater, where you're going to carry a 7th or 8th guy strictly because he's like an all-pro, Pro Bowl special teamer. Yeah. Like just no. I mean, you already got Brandon Schooler for that. Like you already got your Pro Bowl special teamer. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Like I want to see what happens though. I'm intrigued. I'm not, like I said, I'm not shut down to the idea. I want to know who's going to make it, but yeah, I don't know about him. Kyle Williams, by the way, I know he had no receptions. I tweeted this earlier and I wanted to get it out here so then people can hear it as well. If you hear Kyle Williams slander from all the normal people in, local media or whatever, please shut your radio off at that point. Kyle Williams could have had a great game statistically. He could have had a touchdown. He was deep, wide open. Dobbs underthrew him, which I'm not even talking shit to Dobbs. He's your backup quarterback. But Kyle Williams shook his guy at the line, was wide open for a slant touchdown. Ball was through behind him.
And they see that on the film, the coaches do. Like, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he beat his guy deep. Like if Kyle Williams was led on that play, probably would have been a deep touchdown. So yeah, I'm fine with Kyle Williams. I'm happy.
How'd you guys feel about the Pasternaut?
I can see why he's a backup.
Really?
I can see why he's a backup.
Underwhelmed. I thought he was fine. The scrambling touchdown, they ran 20 yards to go too.
Accuracy issues all over the place.
I'll tell you what, I don't think really, and I'm not going to lie, I didn't see the third string quarterback. I didn't. I turned the game off at that point.
Nope.
I watched every bit of it.
Seeing Drake May.
I was watching wrestling.
and I was watching the Red Sox. Seeing
Nothing
Drake
suspect
May
about
and
either of
Josh
those.
Dobbs, seeing both of them, I wasn't really thrilled with either of them as far as passing was concerned. Like you didn't see any like really good receptions that you were like, wow, like that would be it would have been nice to see a couple more completions
It
downfield.
was a run-centric game plan. Like
Yeah.
they really didn't throw the ball a whole lot. So
I think
like it
next
was a
week you'll
small
see more
sample
pass.
size. Yeah,
I
Good.
think.
100%.
Good.
Yeah.
I would
So
assume
I
so.
think the jury's still out on Dobbs. I liked what I saw. You know, it wasn't a perfect game by any means. He did have the underthrow. Definitely had some accuracy issues for the most part, but I've also seen him start regular season games and he's usually pretty fine.
Oh no, I like let me get this on the record as well. I want him to be the backup quarterback
Yeah.
for this team the whole year. Like
Yeah.
when I said that you see why he's a backup quarterback, that's not a
Yeah.
shot at
No, of
him. It's
course.
just
Yeah,
like you
no, no,
see
no.
why
It's
he's not good enough, you know?
of
But
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you also see, I mean, we're going to praise Drake May in about 2 minutes for his scramble touchdown. Dobbs had a good one as well.
Yeah.
Like
In
maybe
fact,
even
Dobbs was
more
cooler.
impressive. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did a
Dobbs was
couple of little
cooler.
spinneroonies, ran in, and
Yeah.
like he does have the talent to be a backup quarterback who can maybe fill in a pinch or something like
Yeah.
that. So
He could
which I
start a few
am
games.
completely fine with. Woodridge, I like take it or leave it. I don't know. Is he the guy that came from the XFL? I'm not even trying to be like an asshole, but I don't know where he came from. But like either way, cool. If you want to be the third quarterback, it is what it is. But yeah, like Josh Dobbs, cool. Stamp of approval, backup quarterback. I'm in. Did you guys have any thoughts about Diggs not playing in this game? Do you think that impacts his week one status, or do you think it's
No.
kind of like a veteran kind of, hey, you'll
Yeah.
play at some
No.
point, just not today?
Yeah.
You know, we've seen for about 10 years that you're
Yep.
pretty fucking good at football. We don't need to see it on this random Friday in Foxborough. I
Dude,
think
because
we're
I will
good.
tell you, dude, if he got hurt, I I I'm trying to think of another injury that might have taken the air out of the stadium. Maybe Brady's
Edelman.
injury in '08.
No, Edelman tearing his ACL in the
Edelman's
preseason
maybe,
against the
yeah, that
Lions.
it would have been like that. Like,
Yeah.
cool, dude. Like you are going to be a crucial part of this
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
But yeah,
agree.
I think Diggs, I think he'll be
So
good.
I mentioned earlier there were those 2 points that I wanted to mention. Efton Chisholm was the first one, and then the second one. How about these? Sounds very disrespectful, but no name corners that we got out here making plays because who in the fuck is DJ James
Buddy, get
and
used to that name.
Jordan Polk?
I
Like,
know.
no
Get
idea who
used to
these guys
DJ
were.
James.
And both plays were great. Like, those were great heads up corner plays. If that dude's gonna run that shallow bitch ass out route, DJ James better jump that thing. And if that ball's going to pop up in the air right in front of Jordan Polk, you better fucking grab it and take it the distance. Both of them, great return skills, clearly heads up. Once they got the ball, they knew what they were doing and were able to make a guy or two miss. Awesome. I was like, who the fuck? I was on like Patriots Wikipedia being like, who the fuck is Jordan Polk? I'm like,
Jordan Polk, I had no idea.
yeah, no, I didn't know
That's
who
why I
DJ
threw in the
James
poll
was.
comment being like, hey, there's a poll that's
Yeah, I
actually
know, and
doing
that was
something.
hilarious. But
Thank you.
Yeah, it was funny. It wasn't
Yeah,
hilarious.
I chuckled. I gave a good chuckle, but my mom texted me. She was like, "Who is James?" I was like, "I don't even think we have a James." And I like looked it
Yeah,
up.
right.
I was
Like
like, "Yeah,
James Edgerrin James,
yeah." I'm like,
James
"Holy
White.
shit!" I was
Ooh.
like, "Who is James?" But like, awesome play. What do you guys think about these no-name corners? The whole defense played great.
Al,
I think that they're good depth pieces. And guess what? Alex Austin, another corner, played really well last
Really
night.
good.
oh, I'm
Yeah,
all in on the Alex Austin
that
train.
breakup in the end zone. I was like, I was salivating. I was like,
All in. He did well in joint practice too. Like we didn't talk about it there.
yeah,
He had a breakup there too. I'm fine. He would be your what, third or fourth, probably your fourth after
Fourth,
Marcus
yeah,
Jones.
which is fine.
I
yeah,
am, dude. Even if you got to bump him up to third, if Gonzo or Carlton Davis misses time, I'm all in on Alex Austin. And he wants to be here too. Like
yeah.
he has that like chip on his shoulder. Like, yeah,
I
I'm
don't
in.
have a lot of confidence in him, but he's playing really well. Like, hey, prove me wrong. I'd love to see it. Do
Mhm.
we think DJ James makes the team?
If he
I
keeps it up, yes. I think he earned
want to know
himself another
my
week.
want to know my hot take. I think he makes the team. I think Efton Chisholm might not make the team if everybody's healthy.
Oh,
If everybody's healthy, that will be my
yeah.
like give or take. Like, it's almost like, you
Let's wait
get
a few
DJ
more
James.
preseason games for him to impose his will before you make
No, no,
any
no. But
blasphemous
but I do
claims
think,
here.
yeah, I do think that he'll get there. I think strictly because Like you need depth at that position. Like who else do you have?
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
let's play the game here. So obviously we got Gonzo and Carlton Davis. So
Yeah,
those two are locks. Marcus Jones lock. So that's
Mhm.
that. Kobe Minor,
not a lock.
not a lock. Um
I think
Alex
Alex
Austin is a
Austin is
lock.
a lock.
He's a
Yep.
lock.
oh,
Yep.
Alex Austin. So
Yep.
that's four. How many corners do you think we keep? Five,
If
Five or
I was
six?
gonna
six.
say five, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
Kobe
so,
Minor and
so Kobe
what's his name?
Minor and DJ James would be fighting for a spot. Who else do we have at corner here?
That's what I'm saying. That's it.
Jordan Polk. Like that's
No.
pretty much
Jordan
it.
Polk
See,
probably gets a cut.
see, I want Kobe Minor to make it because he was Mr. Irrelevant. I think that's a cool story. Having, the last pick in the draft make it. I would like to see that happen. But again, similar to the receivers, I'm not beholden to any of them. Like whoever, DJ James or Kobe Minor, whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
I have probably the same level of confidence right now in both of them. So we'll see. Defensive backs, by the way, Craig Woodson, he's 100% making this team. What was he, your fourth round pick, if I remember? Fourth or fifth round pick?
Yeah.
I
Uh,
believe he was fourth because Joshua Farmer was fifth, right?
You say
I remember.
sorry, because it came in and out of mind. Did you say Craig Woodson? Is that what you
Craig
said?
Woodson.
He
Yeah.
was a fourth round pick.
Fourth round pick. Yeah. Okay. So I think he makes the team. He's been making plays.
yeah.
I don't know if that was ever in question, but I think he makes
No.
the team. Why I think that's important. And guys, I want to ask you the $1 million question here of the episode. Do you think that Kyle Duggar gets traded this offseason?
No.
No. No one wants to
Fuck
take the contract unless the
no. And
Patriots come the contract.
also, I have more faith in him this season than I ever have before. With good coaching, he's still great. Like he showed us enough in those 3 years, leading the team in interceptions multiple times. I'm fucking all in on Kyle Duggar. Just because we had one bad season where everyone sucked except for Jabril Peppers doesn't mean we should fucking get rid of the guy.
Good. Good. I'm happy about it. Final thing, and it's crazy, dude. We wait till the end of the preseason game to talk about him. Drake May, 3 of
Yeah.
5, rushing touchdown in a strip sack. I don't necessarily care about the strip sack. I know that's going to be, oh, Mike, why don't you care about negative plays? I don't know. I just don't like care
I thought it was
much
pretty dumb, but like
about it.
other
Yeah, it
than
was
that,
dumb
like it
for sure.
happens. Like I remember I went to the Eagles Pats preseason game. Tom Brady threw a pick six to Kerry Williams. Like no one really gives a fuck in the preseason. Get all the mistakes out while you can.
Yeah, that's basically what I would say too. Al,
Good thing
thoughts
you
on
didn't
Drake
bet
May?
on that 42 and a half, huh?
No, I did. I did under. I'm good.
Oh, you did under?
Yeah, come on. Of course I did.
Oh,
I'm a
dude.
degenerate.
You just shouldn't have bet at all. But
I know.
hey, I mean you hit, but like damn dog, like
I got some going right now too.
you have a
Al,
disease. Oh
Al,
my
Drake May's
God.
game though. He did scramble a little bit. He looked decisive, like I said. Do you really have anything to take? I think this is just kind of a decent building block game. But what do you have to think about Drake May?
I think it was just nice seeing him out on the field and nice to see him actually slide when he gets a little bit of yardage on the ground and then he realizes, oh shit, I'm gonna get hit. I should probably duck and cover. And he actually slides and actually doesn't look like an idiot doing it. So that was nice. But other than that, I mean, the passing's gonna get there, the timing's gonna get there. It's week one of the preseason.
Yep. He looked in
Yeah,
command. He looked comfortable. I liked it.
that's it. Liam, I want to get kind of your final thoughts on basically the Patriots moving forward because I know you got to get out of here. Al and I are going to wrap up in a little bit, but yeah, Liam, just kind of moving forward. How did this week make you feel about the Patriots? And kind of, I guess, just not a preview of next week because it's just a preseason game against the Vikings, but kind of what do you want to see next week?
Well, we won 48 to 18, so I feel really fucking good. I gotta say.
Right.
Next week against the Vikings, like I want more of the same. Maybe with a different game plan. I want to see some more passing this time,
Yep.
a little less rushing. Let's see how this offensive line pass blocks. And let's get Drake May. Same thing. One or two drives, get him out of there. And I want to see what we got in the reserves because we spent most of this time talking about our backup wide receivers and cornerbacks and running backs. So let's see what they look like. I want a lot of the backups. I want to see the stuff that happens after Al turns the game off. That's what I want to see. And I want to see that for the whole fucking game.
Which I think you'll see. Like, I feel like what will the third preseason game be kind of more of like your dress rehearsal game? I
Yeah,
feel like
no
the second
starters play.
one,
No starters play.
no starters play. Okay, so I feel like you'll see more of that in the third one, maybe against the Giants, which I think will be
Yeah.
good because
Yeah.
those depth pieces will look good. But yeah, no, I agree. I fully agree. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other Patriots things going into it,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. It should
Psyched.
be good next week, but yeah, actually, I guess since we're here, Al, do you have anything else you want to get to?
No, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, again, you can't really tell a lot about week one. You can be excited about some things,
Yeah.
but I
You can
think
be excited
now
about winning by 30 points. You can get pretty fucking
against
excited
the
about that.
sorry, I held this out the whole episode against the Commanders JV team. That's who you played. You played, but you got to win.
On defense. Yeah.
Yes, but yeah,
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 kind of on offense, but whatever. Either way, you still got people who are going to be playing in the NFL this year, and you
exactly.
fucking mollywop them. So yeah,
Yep.
I think if you're a Patriots fan, you got to feel good about all this moving forward. We'll see how this week of practice goes. We'll see how the Vikings game goes over the weekend. We'll obviously talk about it next episode, but yeah, I think I hope we get more passing next week. Either way, I think this whole week is a great building block for the team moving forward. Pretty much thumbs up on everything. There's things you got to fix, but overall, I'm happy. You guys are happy. Seems like Vrabel and everybody else is happy. So
Yep.
I have no complaints at all. So anything else you guys want to get to before we leave?
Nada.
Nada. There it is. So we'll see you next week. This was Tuck Rule Takes episode 193. We're creeping up to episode 200. We got a big episode for episode 200. That'll be in like 7 weeks, week 4 of the Patriots season. So be around for that. But for Al, Liam, I'm Mike. This was Tuck Rule Takes. Have a great weekend. We will see you next week after the Patriots Vikings preseason game. Sweet feet.
Sweet feet.
Sweet feet.